So let me start. So today we will be discussing the new topic, which is one of the uh, important concept, especially for the people who are um, want to crack the exams, the competitive exams, especially in IT and campus recruitment. Also, like whenever they wanted to understand the problem solving skills, people are finding difficult with respect to pointers. But if you start thinking as a normal concept, then definitely it is one of the most easiest concept. And what we are expecting is you should understand what exactly it is, how it works, okay, and how memory management will work. If you are able to having a understand in better way, then the pointer is not at all a challenging task. So maybe in next 3 to 4 the sessions, okay, you can definitely, if someone goes through this video on YouTube, you can able to see that, okay, how pointers are very easy to understand. We always think the pointers is nothing but it is the most difficult topic. We will try our level best to reduce the complexity and also have a better understanding. When you talk about pointers, is a pointer in a just it is a one type of variable. Okay, you should not worry about what is pointer. Pointer is a one variable which stores memory address of another variable. Okay, the pointer is the it stores a memory. That's it, address of another variable. So that means when you say variable, it is a memory location to hold a value. So pointer is not holding a value, but it is holding the address of the variable. It is holding the address of the variable. Instead of holding the actual value, it is keeping the address of the like a location of the variable where it has been stored. So it holds the location where value is stored. Now, if you look at this, okay, when you look at the declaration part, okay, we are going to declare data type star identifier. It's a identifier. Once you start liking the pointers, you really it's one of the most beautiful concept. Okay, so you have to have a patience to understand this. Data type star identifier. Okay, if you look at this, the star is indicating that this is a pointer. So if you look at this example, okay, int a is equal to 10. Okay, what is int? Int is a integer data type. A is equal to 10. As already the definition is telling that pointer is a variable. Okay, PTR I have done. If I added, okay, and what kind of variable it holds? Integer value data type. For example, if you mention here int, so then it can capable to hold the address of a variable of data type what? Integer. So that's all you have to understand. So it is pointing to the address. If it is a float, then it is a float pointer. If it is a character pointer. So based on the data type address holding the value, so the A is an address of this and we are holding the value. We'll see in better way understanding this. Now look at this, okay. So from this website, I found very much interesting picture I have taken, okay. So here, like a main memory is there. This is the main memory, okay. When you look at the main memory RAM, okay. Now here, like assume that x is equal to 7. So if you look at the simple program, hash include studio.h, int main void, okay. And this is the function. There is a declaration called int x is equal to 7 and int star p. So int star p. So why it is integer data type? Because pointer p is going to point to the data type int. So the p address of an int to an int. So the value of variable which contains integer data type. So that is our address. If it is a float, then it is the address to a float actually. So data type of P as int star is talking about here. So now if you look at this, okay, so, the continuation part. So int x is equal to 7, int star P. Then what is the address I have to assign? The variable which is of integer type. So that is nothing but x is equal to 7, which is integer type, whose address I have to pass here P. So that's all. If for example int y, and then if I want to get the address, so return, okay, star P, this is a value which is for pointing to the integer data type. So that means we should understand, okay, we are pointing to the memory location, not a value, but address, then we call it as a pointer. That means pointer is a variable which holds the address of a variable of data type, whichever the data type you define, that data type, we are going to do that. Let us, so always I believe in more than explanation. I wanted to write a code and make it to people to understand better way. So let me get into that. Okay. So quickly we'll go here there and we'll try to understand better. Okay. So let me file, open. Okay. Let me write, okay, pointer, right? Pointer 1.c, something like this. Now, let me write a simple program, sample program. So this program I am writing here, sample program to demonstrate pointers. Now, let me, as usual, dash include audio.h, int or void main, anything you can write. Okay. So now I will declare num is equal to something like 25 integer type. Now, if I want to have this location address of then pointers, okay, let me write what I have to pass, ampersand now. Now let me print f. So value of number, let me see this number. So this is just I'm printing normal. Let me write printf address of this variable num. Okay. So usually address we used to call P. Okay. P type unsigned integer. So printf pointer to hold this address. Now, just it is a verification purpose we are doing. Okay. And if I want to get the value of that, value of the pointer, so now I will write the star ptr. So let me clear the screen. Then here I will be adding crlrs here. Then let me write here. So now run this. So you can see value is 25, address is FFF4, and address of to hold this address is FF4, and then currently star P is also 24. So that means what we have done is just it is a variable through pointers. If you want to do that, then we have to mention that we have to pass this address. So if you look at this, okay, both are remain same. So it is the value now and star P and PTR both are same, but we are using the pointer. So we are not calling directly, we are calling through the some indication, that is a star operator, that we call it as a pointer. Then it is very clear that what is a pointer when you are declaring. So pointer star PTR means which holds the address of a variable num of type integer, and we are able to execute it. So this is how we can do that. As I said, okay, it is an integer. If it is a character type, how it will be? So if it is a float type, how? So rather than discussion, let us do that. Okay, so that it will be very clear. Most of the time people think that it should be always integer. No, it is based on the value you are pointing. Value you are pointing to. This is the basic mistakes most of the students does it. Okay, but you should remember integer is nothing but it is an address which is indicating that, okay, what data type value you are pointing, whose address you are keeping, whether you are keeping the address of what kind of single bedroom, double bedroom, triple bedroom, or from this data type only we can able to figure out. So let me go here one more. Okay, pointer 2.c. Okay. So sample usage for character pointer. We have seen the previous is integer. So now let me see that how to do this. Studio.h hash include conio.h. So void main. So then char, okay, ca. So let me hold the some character b. So now pointer should be what? Character type. So then PTR should be ampersand of what it should have? Ampersand of e. So otherwise, just declare like this. Let us see this. Printf %c now. Okay, a. So the a. So it is nothing but this one. PTR, I can assign like this also. Not only there, address of a, printf %p, just print the address PTR. Okay. Similarly, printf. Okay. So %c, new line. Okay, star PTR. So let me modify this. Okay, star PTR. Now, instead of that B, I will assign D. Slowly we'll try to do step-by-step improvisation. Printf %c, new line. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now let me clear the screen, previous buffer. So let me run this. So you can see here, first is I stored B, then FFF5 is address of that character, and B once again printed, then I modified. So if you modified, okay, D, So instead of A is equal to B, instead of saying D, I have used the pointer to modify this address because you have given the control key. Address means it is just like you have given the key of the home. Okay. It is pointer is nothing but the key of the home. So when you have given the key, I can go and modify very easily. So modify very easily. So this is the advantage to have that. This is the advantage to if you have the key, you are modified. What is the key? What kind of bedroom it is? Character type. So character type value it can hold. Okay, one character. That home address we have assigned, given, and pointer know that, okay, what is the address. Then I printed this pointer address. Okay. Then value I have printed, what is there in this. If I want to modify that address, then I went and modify, then I could able to print it. So this is how simply with the star, okay, PTR, I can modify it. So this is how we can modify if you know, if you have the access to the key. So that means pointer is nothing but a key to home, okay, and just we are using that, we can modify it. So directly every time I cannot go through some reference, some this one we can do that. Similarly, let us do like a now simply like a pointers. Most of the time, people will say that it is very complicated. So that's why I wanted to go step by step. Maybe next 3-4 sessions we'll be going that. So this is the foundation for the data structure. So if you want to do C data structure or a C++ data structure, if you don't understand pointers, definitely it's very, very difficult. So that's why I will go step by step progress. I assume that it is the basic learning for anyone. Okay. Let me go for next third program. Let me write pointer play.c. Okay. Now I have shown the one variable. Then I shown the two different types of data type. One is integer, another is character we have seen. And initially just I shown like printing the what is the value. Second time I modified the value and I printed. Now let us see that, okay, if there are two variables, okay, is there any difference? There is no difference as per that, right? Sample usage for two variables. Sample usage for two variables. So how do you do that? Sample usage for two variables. So let me write in, so let me write, so I will follow, so practice properly. Audio.h. Then, so instead of void main, sometimes we use the int main also, because then you have to write the return statement. Actually speaking, by default it is integer data type. Okay, that's why we'll not mention the int. So return type. If it doesn't return any value to your operating system, then it can be this one. Some compiler always we expect to write int. Here we are using void. Okay. Now I wanted to use two variables, x8, y is equal to 20. So I have used this int star ptr 1 star ptr. There are two pointers I have taken. So ptr1 is equal to ampersand x. ptr2 is equal to ampersand y. So there are two pointers. Then printf, the pointer value is, okay. So pointer value is, so let us write %d, okay, tab %d, new line. So let me write star ptr1 star ptr2, then get ch. So now here I am going to clear the screen. Okay. So simply what I have done is just I have taken two variables and two pointers. Since pointers is nothing but holds the address of two variable. For X, I have given pointer 1, Y, I have given this one. Now star PTR1, PTR2. So now let me save this for this. So I can see same value has been printed. So nothing but pointer value is 8, another value is 20. So they can be able to understand. Now we have understood more than one variables can be used similar to the variables. And if I want more than one pointers also, I can use it. This is the program we have understood. Now let us understand, can we use perform addition and subtraction, something like that? We are also curious to know that. Okay, can I do perform some addition? Okay, or something like that. If I wanted to do that, so how to do that? Okay, let me write PTR1, PTR2. Okay, we have done this. Let me go here. Okay, so if I want to modify, I can modify. You already know that how to modify this. Okay, star, let me write something, star PTR. Okay, you know that star PTR means the moment you say you are playing with the value. Okay, so let me take this 2. So star PTR 1, star PTR 1 is 8 plus some 10 I will do. So then let me printf. Now let me value of PTR 2. So what I'm doing is PTR, let me add here. So current value is 2. So then state PTR 1 plus 10. Something like this I have done. Let me see that what is the value of PTR 2. PTR. So 8 plus 20, 28 plus 10, it becomes 38. So you can perform operation because so instead of telling 8 plus X plus Y plus some number, we have used the concept of pointers to perform the operation. The PTR2 is nothing but 20, PTR1 is nothing but 80, 828 plus 10, we got it, this one. If you add something like this, so 128. So this is how we can perform operations, arithmetic operations also you can perform. Let me write minus. So minus 72. So that means plus minus star, you can do that. So any operations you can do that when you use the pointer because it's just you have to remember it is the address of another variable we are doing. So now we have understood. So what is pointer? That is a memory location to hold the address of another variable. And whenever we are declaring, we should remember which type of value you are pointing only for that. So only for that. Let me write float. Okay. Float. So CCF. Now you can see that. So if it's a decimal point, so then float type, I have used the float. So that means we have understood what are the different types of variables we can do that. So now for more convenient, let me combine all type of variable and do one more program. So because I wanted to go very slowly because later, so you should not have any confusions. So now let me go once again. Let me write sample usage of different types of variables. Okay, variables. Okay, so now Let me remove this hash include studio.h hash include conio.h. Okay. So next is, let me write this time main. So let me declare the variables. Okay. Now let me write int num is equal to 10 of integer type. Float pi is equal to 3.14. Okay. Double big number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point something like this. Character. So let me write this character array str. So we know that what it is, the difference between character array and this. So because yesterday we have seen that. Okay. We have done this. So declaration of the variable. Now declaration, when you declare, if I want to point, declare the pointers, declare the pointers. Okay. So for each type. So how do you do that? Printf. So first declare this. Okay. For int number, I will my steer point int. So just simply I have modified ampersand now for the reference purpose. So I have kept this integer as the reference. Okay, so that I should not be confused. Similarly, float pi, right? So that means star pointer float. Okay, so ampersand pi. Okay, double star p double a ampersand big number. Similarly, if I want to character, okay, character we have done. Now let me display. So we have understood. So we are able to, we already seen the last session. So instead of giving this, it is as good as array means this one. So address only. So that's why for arrays, we never used to give the ampersand. So display the values using pointers. So how do you display data? Printf. Okay, so integer value is equal to %d address is equal to %p unsigned. Okay. So now if I want a value star p int, so if you want address, so similarly control insert, shift insert. So now this is instead of integer, I will make it as float. So I can format as f. So here instead of this, Okay, comma. So this is done. Similarly, if I want to go for double, so here LF, okay. So here I can write double. So here, so this is done. Similarly, if it's a character, so here the character, so this is done. Then string value, so percentage address, PSTR. So this is done. Now, so get ch. By default, we can. So now, so we have declared all kind of things. Now let me execute. Okay. So pointer, value, integer, double character, string. String has some problem. What is that? By default. So we will discuss when it comes to a character array. So at this moment, so for string and arrays, you should always remember. So same as it is, that is different things we will understand when you go for there. But at this moment, just don't get confused. Other than string or a character array, when you say array, by default, array name itself is a pointer. Okay, so that's why we have removed that. Now, if you look at this, the rest of the things is directly it is going to assign and it is printing. So that means all data types I have taken. Okay, and just to show and indicating that okay, we are we are having different types of pointers. So we have understood. So for all data types, we can use the pointers to point and string some when you are printing. Just I have not used star PTR and also PTR, P string. So that you will understand in later part. We are going to discuss pointer with arrays, pointer with character, pointer with string. Okay, so we are going to discuss everything actually. So now let us see that, okay, at this moment, we have understood what is pointer, what are the different types of the pointers for different types of data type. Also, we have seen what are the arithmetic operations you can perform using the pointers. So now after understanding this, let us see that some special types of pointers. So let me save this. Okay. Let me go to the theoretical understanding. Now we have understood. So what it is now it is very clear. Okay. After programming, we are very clear that what is pointer, and pointer is nothing but a memory location to hold a value. And also we have understood whenever we are pointing int, char, float, it is a data type for which we are pointing. That is also very clear. And we have understood that if a variable like a, q, m, and c or something like that, it is a memory. Okay, it is the holding the value, and there is a memory address. So this is what we are pointing, right? Ampersand a means 1000. So ampersand for q is 1000. 4 actually. So a Q, okay. Similarly, M means 1012, okay. So like this, we can find different, this not Q, this is Y, ampersand Y. And so this is one of the important concept just for your reference, and we'll see that, okay. Programmatically also we can understand. At this moment, just as an introductory session, just I wanted to give a clarity of this, okay. I like this link, this structure, so I took and pasted here. So always it is better to give a credit for the person who has done it, okay. So in C, pointers are essential for memory management and efficient programming. The main purpose of pointer is simply the memory management and efficient programming. That was the objective. The 4 main types of pointers we have. One is null pointer, void pointer, wild pointer, and dangling pointer. This is basically when you go for the interview, this is the standard question. What are the different types of pointers? What is null pointer? What is void pointer? What is wild pointer? And what is dangling pointer? Okay. Programmatically also we'll see it. At this moment, just understand. A pointer which is pointing to does not point to any memory location. Okay. So it is not pointing to any memory locations, then such is called as a null pointer. So it is not having address of any memory location, but we have declared as a pointer like this, int star ptr is equal to null. So null, so that is a capital letter, okay. If you assign this, okay, then automatically it is telling that it is a null pointer. Pointing, it is not pointing to anywhere, okay, but it is a pointer variable. It is objective is to hold the reference of some variable of data type, okay. It may be int, float, double, or anything, but at this moment it is not pointing to anywhere. So this is just a preparation kind of thing. So that is called null pointer. So what is null pointer? Null pointer is pointers to null, does not reference to any memory. So that is the understanding. Similarly, we have another pointer called as a void pointer. Okay. The void means, okay, it can store any data type. It is not like integer. It is not like a float. Okay. It can be anything. A generic kind, I can say that. Okay. So void pointer is indicating that any type of variable I wanted to, at this moment, I don't know whether integer, float, or double, or anything. I have a confusion, but it will be clear in the later part of the program. In such situations, we can say that, okay, I can create a void pointer. So this is one of the important concept. Okay, what is void pointer? Void pointer is can store address of any data type. But what is this? When you are assigning, needs typecasting. So that means void star ptr is pointing to the address of any data type. This variable can be integer, float, double, okay, any data type. But in one line, we have told that it is a void pointer. So later it may be integer, later it may be a float. So we'll see programmatically 1 or 2 examples. Don't worry about that. So there is a wild pointers. Okay, please remember, because these are all interview questions, especially as a fresher. Okay, wild pointer. What is wild pointer? Uninitialized pointer pointing to a garbage memory. Means, okay, you are using something, okay, but you have not initialized to anything actually. Okay, so this also we can understand. Don't worry. But uninitialized, but we are not using that. Without initializing, we are using it. Without initializing, we are using it. So we have declared int star ptr. Okay, but I am just trying to print the value, pointer value, but I have not initialized to any value. So that means before initializing or assigning a address of a variable, if I try to use it, that is called uninitialized pointer. So in such situation, just you have declared, just I am trying to print the value. So that is nothing but it will be having some unpredictable value or a garbage memory value. Okay. So we don't know what is the value it is going to print because I have not initialized. Such type of concept we call it as a wild pointer. Wild pointer. Okay. There is one more word which is more popular, dangling pointer. Okay. A dangling pointer means, okay, points to memory that has been freed or deleted. So it is already removed from the memory, freed or deleted. You are already executed free command, okay, free method of library, and you passed that, okay, it is already you have given back the memory, but still you went and accidentally you are trying to use that. After freeing, if you try to use that, that is called dangling pointer. So points to the point memory that has been freed or deleted. Memory location itself is not there. Okay, you have to, the house itself is destroyed. Okay, and you are just finding the address or value of that. Okay, so that is what we call it as a dangling pointer. Please remember, this is most important, especially for the purpose of the campus interview students or the fresher who are looking for the jobs. When they are asking for what are the different types of pointers, you should remember there are 4 categories of pointers. We have null pointer, void pointer, wild pointer, and dangling pointer. When you say null pointer, it is pointing to the null address. Okay, it does not refer to the any memory. It means okay. Void pointer, it can be for futuristic purpose. We can say that it may be integer, float, double. Using one single pointer, I can use it. That is called void pointer. Wild pointer is nothing but without initializing. Okay, you are trying to print or assign something. You want to do something. That is wild pointer. But already you have freed. That means you used it, but currently you have in the current line you have already deleted or like a user free memory location. Then that is called dangling pointers. These are the 4 important concepts we have to understand. So anyhow, we have tomorrow session. Not tomorrow is a holiday, especially in India. So we will see day after tomorrow. But at this moment, just quickly, I wanted to finish the. When you see that, okay, when you look at that memory management, our RAM, there will be a stack, okay. There will be a stack grows from top to down, heap goes from bottom to top. So stack is nothing but a static variable, a local variable, and all those things is part of that. Pointer to the registers, okay. So this one. Heap memory is nothing but dynamically it is growing, okay, dynamic memory part, okay. So heap memory, okay. Static memory, the one time it is initialization, uninitialize, initialize, and code. If you write a C program, that will be loaded here, text file. Some data initialization we are doing, something related to the managing the file, uninitialized variables will be here, okay. But basically what we are talking about the pointers is this is a heap, okay. So heap memory, if the data is managing in the heap memory, dynamic growth of the programming. So that is what we call it the data structure, data representation in main memory. So if you want to manipulate and manage this, that's why we are using the pointer. So that's why the memory address, you always remember that, okay, it has stack, heap, data segment, and code segment. What is stack? Stores the function calls. Then you write a function, local variable declaration, and control flow data. Okay, all these things will be part of a stack variable. Heap memory, so we'll be using dynamic memory location like malloc, calloc, realloc, free. So we will be using that, especially in data structure. So this is a heap memory. So pointers, so that's why we are learning to use that. Data segments stores global and static variables. So global variable can be used here, data segment. Okay, uninitialized and initialized variable. Uninitialized variables will be here, and initialized variable will be there in data segment. Stores global as well as a static variable. Then compiled program, your program is compiled and it is stored. This is a part of here. So this is how our memory management allocated here actually. So there are 2 parts, okay. When you are talking about data segment, okay, like a static allocation and dynamic allocation. So when you say static allocation, memory is allocated at compile time. During compilation only, if memory is allocated, like int array size of 10. So memory is allocated during the compilation. But if you dynamic allocation means the memory is allocated during the execution or during runtime. So that will be done by int star ptr is equal to int star malloc size of int. So this is how we can create by using this actually. So now if you look at this stack versus the heap, okay, like this stack can hold the PC program counter address of dynamic heap memory. Dynamic heap memory. So heap memory address, it may be 100, it may be 200. So these are all we can use and manipulate using this type of pointer concept. Star PTR means it can point to the dynamic part of heap memory in local variable. So this is what you have to remember. So your address, pointing to address will be in the stock and dynamic growth will be here. So stock, queue, linked list, anything you can create with malloc, calloc, okay, or realloc will be part of heap memory. This pointer will be held by the stocks to be for better understanding. So just we are discussing here. So we have understood, okay, how memory management will be there and how it plays a vital role in the pointer concept. So let me quickly summarize. Today we have understood what is pointer. Pointer is a variable which holds the address of another variable. So another concept we learn, whenever you declare integer, float, double, or character. So whichever the data type value you want to point, so your pointer also should be declared with that data type. And after that, we have seen 2-3 programs just to understand how to understand usage of pointers. So we got a clarity on that. Then we discussed about types of pointers. One is null. Another one is like a wild pointer, and dangling pointer. You should not forget at any time. Null pointer is nothing but it does not refer to any memory. But I need that actually. Wild pointer, I can point in future irrespective of data type. Wild pointer is nothing but uninitialized pointer pointing to a garbage memory. Whereas dangling pointer is nothing but pointer to memory that has been already removed from the memory and you are trying to do that. So this is wild means uninitialized, wild means different data types, null means pointing to nowhere, dangling pointer is nothing but already freed. So this is what we have seen. And then finally we discussed about the memory management of the our RAM and how we are making use of pointers in future. So there is a stock and heap memory. Combinedly, we are able to do that. Okay. So for there, the main purpose of pointer is to memory management effectively. For usage, we are going to learn the pointer concept. So with this note, we wanted to conclude for today's sessions. We will come back day after tomorrow and try to learn. Okay. Since in India, it is holiday. So we'll come back tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and try to continue in next 3-4 sessions, pointers. We'll discuss in detail, and it is most beautiful sessions. So thank you very much for joining. Thanks a lot. Hello, Mahmoud Atai, are you there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
Nothing, sir. How about you, sir?
Okay. So I will go ahead. Okay, tomorrow there will be any session, day after tomorrow.
There will be no session tomorrow or after tomorrow.
Tomorrow is festival here.
Okay, sir. So actually, I'm in contact with some students. So they said we will join C# or Java or all those programs, sir.
Yeah. So we'll continue a few more days. By that time, you can group the people. Okay, then we'll go ahead. No issues actually. Okay. Anyhow, we have to do foundations. We'll do that, and it will be easy for you to showcase us. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.